ready. She's coming. It's happening. Now.
The Taiwan show. Are you ready? Are you ready? She's coming. You need to catch the flow. Are you ready? Are you ready? She's coming. Speaking to everyday people.
This is Dr. Ty Watts, and we're back at the Ty Watts Show. We were talking about what single women want, and can I tell you, they let the men have it, but in a good way. And so now we're talking about what married women want, and I'm excited to talk about this because I'm married, and I want to find out what married women want. I'm excited to have on my panel today Sister Leo and Pastor Y. Thank you so much for being on the Ty Watts Show. Let's jump right in because we've been sitting and we've been hearing. And what do you think the most important thing in marriage is?
Well, Apostle Watts, I think one of the most important things in marriage is communication. Oftentimes you find people growing apart and getting divorced, whereas if only they could have just communicated their wants and their needs in the relationship, that makes all the difference, being able to talk to one another.
What I'm finding is communication is the missing piece. And I believe it's the missing link in marriages. And I believe that's why most people are in divorce courts, because they didn't communicate through the problem. How strongly do you feel? Let me ask you this. Let me go in a different way. Communication is both verbal and physical. We talk about the verbal all the time because men say women talk a lot. And we do, but that's just how we were created. How important is physical communication in the marriage?
For me, it's very important. In my marriage, that actually is an aspect of concern. Because we go through the dailies of the work, of the kids, of someone calling us on the phone, we find as women, we deal with so much of our helping other people with their issues and problems that we tend to, for the husbands, when they try to come and communicate with us, we're like, not now, or just wait, and that's their way of saying, you know what, I want some one-on-one time with you, but you keep shutting me away.
Wow, I gotta sit back with my head like this because that's so real. And in marriage, we forget that there's that other part. And here's the whole thing, that's not even intimacy. That's just your one-on-one. Hey, baby, how was your day? You know, how are things going on at the workplace? We really have stopped communicating, and I guess we're just now coexisting. Is that, will you agree? How do we break the cycle? How do we manage kids, manage the job, manage our own personal stuff, and yet manage our man?
Good question. Well, first of all, as women and as women of God, we have to realize that after God, our marriage is our ministry. You have to realize that that man is your first concern, even over the kids. It's God first, then our marriage, and then our children. And as with all things, he said, when you seek him first and his kingdom, all the other things will be added. So when you begin to focus on God and make him the head of your marriage, he allows you to keep things in perspective. He'll give you grace for all the things that you have to manage.
How do you think we've gotten away from some fundamentals of marriage and we don't date anymore? We don't go out anymore. I mean, really, you know, we're on TV and we can go, oh yeah, you know, we date, but okay, I'm not talking about the 5 times in 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the problem is coming in is we're not dating anymore. We're not spending that one-on-one time. How important is that one-on-one time?
It's very important. In fact, I tell my husband sometimes, surprise me. Make a reservation. When I come home, just say, okay, you know what, I'm going to take you somewhere. You know, surprise me. You know, because women, whether we admit it or not, we're passionate. We want that attention from our husbands. And when we don't get it, then we get upset. But then they say, I'll try to give it to you, and you reject it. So what do you want me to do? And honestly, we do have them confused, you know, because we're one way 1 minute and then the next way. Y'all know how we are. Yeah. So in that aspect, we need to get that together. We really do. And my husband, you know, he'll come to me and he'll tell me, I want to surprise you, but I am afraid, what if I do something wrong? Oh. And I was like, ouch. When did I ever make you feel that you have to walk on eggshells to please me?